Hi everyone, welcome back to PDQPD. Before I get started today, I'd like to thank everybody who had some feedback to my video last week. It's nice to know that some people are watching and that they're getting something out of the work I'm trying to do here. Today I'd like to show you an update in Google Drawings that came out in January, and I'm just now kind of getting around to showing it to folks. Here I'm in a Google Doc, and if you've never used drawings in a Google Doc, I understand it because it was a little difficult to use. You've always had the ability to insert an image into your document, and I think most people are pretty confident with using that. If you wanted to use a drawing into a document, it was a little bit more difficult. What you had to do was you had to go to Insert and then Drawing and select New, and your drawing table would be here, and you could use your tools to insert what you wanted. And let's just make something real quick here. Let's just make a triangle. Let's make a pyramid. And then hit Save and Close, and it would insert into your document. Now this was just in your document. It did not exist anywhere else. The problem with this is you couldn't find this drawing anywhere else if you wanted to use it in another application, nor could you make a drawing and then insert that drawing into a doc. I'm going to delete this. In this new update, Google has allowed us to bring in pre-existing Google Drawings into our docs. And then there's another feature added to that I'm going to show you in just a second. But let me show you how to add an existing drawing into your Google document. Here I have one of my favorites that I use for displaying things, and it's the Gettysburg Address. And please don't be concerned that my drawings that I'm going to insert have nothing to do with the Gettysburg Address. This is just for demonstration. So I've got my cursor set here, and I want to add a Google drawing that's already been created. I'm going to go to Insert, and I'm going to go to Drawing, and this time I'm going to select From Drive. Now I know the one I want to use. It's this first one here. It's a copy of the label of the parts of a volcano. And I'm going to select this. And then you notice I have some options here. I can link to the source or insert unlinked. Now I'm going to choose link to source because I want to show you one of the other features. So when I have this selected, I click Insert, and it brings that drawing into my document. That drawing still exists in my drive, but I can use it in other applications as well. It doesn't just exist in this document. Now the reason that I selected that link option is because of another feature that's been added that I think is pretty cool. Now I do have that drawing brought up in another tab, so I'm going to bring that up. Notice it's here in my doc, but I'm going to go to my other tab where the drawing exists by itself. And I'm going to do a couple things here. I'm going to insert a shape, and let me put a lightning bolt in here for no real reason, and give it a color, put a text box, and some text. Okay, so I've made a couple of edits to my drawing. Now watch what happens when I go back to my document where I inserted the drawing. Because I had the link box checked, now you notice there is an update here, an update option. When I select this update option, it doesn't change anything else in the document, but it updates my drawing to the features that I added. Now there's a multitude of possibilities here. You could change questions, you could change numbering, you could add things, anything you wanted to do, but the real key to this is that since the drawing is now brought in from your drive, it still exists in your drive and you can edit it from the drawing in your drive. You don't have to delete this entire drawing, make a new one from within the document, and start all over again. So that's how you can add a drawing from your Google Drive, and then you can link it so it is edited, so that any edits you make in the drawing will be reflected in the document when you click the update button. If you don't select that linked button, then it will stay as you inserted it, even if you make changes in the document in the drive. I hope that is a tool that you'll be able to find useful as you create documents for your students and be able to edit them as you want. And as always, have a great day.